The free. Yes. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning and welcome to the Ktng Morning Show. So as we begin our show, as always, people, join me in morning prayer. And you put your hands up like so. This way you receive. Like this. Because you're not getting arrested. All right? Let's go for it. Shall we? I want to thank Jah for getting me up this morning from my rise, placing opportunities in front of me that Him alone can make sure that I succeed with, as well as care for those who cannot help themselves, and show a little compassion towards our enemies, even though they deserve a patada in the culo. But most importantly, a better person each and every day, regardless of what is going on. At least I'm going to try. Jesus' name we raise these things. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. To the head of the 227th heir to the throne of Jesus Christ and God Himself, Ali Selassie, Jah Rastafari. All right. Now that we're in the middle of the crack of Wednesday, or hump day as they says, I am so glad that we now have this time to discuss the things, or parlay the conscious thought of laughter into some of the stuff that we humans do, because what do we praise more than anything in this country? I'm serious. We don't praise, good stuff. We don't praise bad stuff. We just pray. We're just plagued by stupid stuff. And when we talk about stupid stuff here on the Ktng Morning Show, people, we're talking about what you average human beings do in the middle of the news. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us start our day here on what we call this one, frozen soup sock. Frozen sock soup. Okay. Anyway, thank you and welcome to the Ktng Morning Show. This time I had some tea. Okay, so we're live on, we'll wait for the damn thing to come back here. Gee whiz. It is like seriously cold out here today. There we go. Okay, cool. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. And sometimes we're trying to work on wireless problems here, but as usual, every time I get to start on this freaking day, I gotta start with technical errors. You know something? I'm getting a little bit short-winded with this, so therefore I'm going to fix these technical problems anyway. Welcome to the Ktng Morning Show. This is your host, the G to the R to the I to the T to the Z. That's right, baby. That's right. Y'all know who this is. That's right. The Grits Man. Grits Man, straight up. The guy that basically, brought you, the first unique look at of African mental liberation from diasporic mystery and Black History Month from last month. But today, from the top of the mountain to underneath the 25 freeway, the host from both coasts, the best in the Midwest, so don't test or catch a dirt nap with a hole in your neck. That freak on peak on color vision on Facebook and YouTube. We start your week up just for you. So coffee up for the Italian live, because this is the Ktng Morning Show on track. Morning, break your fast. Because the evolution of revolution is everyone's solution. So let's get it on and blast calls for being that ass. Jazz hands. That's what it is. Anyway. Welcome to the Ktng Morning Show. I am your host, Grits Man. It is a bombing, okay? A bombing, and I say this emphatically now. It is a bombing. What is it? 17 degrees Now, I know a lot of you guys that are like sitting back east and so forth are wondering, oh God, I am definitely going to get a space heater because you got a cyclone thing going on here. Here, on the other hand, oh yeah, sunny skies. And a little snow still stuck in the mouth, but it's going to be 77 high today. It's going to be 44 here in Colorado Springs in the spring breeze. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Anyway, let's start our day off here with what the hell happened to my ass. Well, absolutely nothing. I just laid there like a lump on my log and getting my thoughts together. But let us move on to what they call the history of the world and what happened on this day of history. Okay? And as you know, people and so forth, my whole thing here is to get you engaged so if you feel like you want to get involved or get into it, as they say. Join me here live on YouTube or live on Facebook. And we can chit chat, do this, that, and everything else. There we go. Bye. Thank you. Whatever. All right, now, let's see. What do you got here on history? Yeah, that's boring. How about this? 1850, Webster, the guy who made Webster's dictionary, endorses the Compromise of 1850. And this was done in Massachusetts. I don't know what the hell that meant. Let's see. Alexander Graham Bell patents the telephone in 1876. The guy's all multi. Never mind. How about Janet Guthrie, the first woman to compete in the Indianapolis 500 and Daytona 500 races? She was born in Iowa City, Iowa, in 1938. And I don't know what happened to her, so it's kind of interesting to find out what she's doing right now. Let's see. 1965, Bloody Sunday, a march by civil rights and demonstration was violently broken up at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama by state troopers and sheriff's posse, and the sheriff's posse, in what became known as Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. You know, that sort of thing. I guess you two here struck a chord with a lot of black folk who ever listened to the song. 1936, Hitler breaks the Treaty of Versailles. Okay, cool. After he has what, democratic elections, like, 2-3 days before. Amazing. More stupid shit. How about this? In 1987, Tyson becomes the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion with let's see. With your boy Don King in the background. Let's see, 1945. How does it 1987 go to 1945 real quick? All right. That's some garbage. Let's see. Bigelow becomes first female director to win an Oscar in 2010. So I guess this is before the black stripe thing, or everybody dressing black but nobody promoting black. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sharapova fails drug test in 2016 since she can't even play tennis in Australia no more. And last but not least, Peyton Manning announces retirement from 18 seasons in the NFL. He retired a Bronco, and ever since then the Broncos have never actually decided about winning any damn thing from that point. Oh God. But it's rather depressing because it now sinks the whole town to a whole new level of bullshittery. Anyway, let's get on here with the rest of our show here. That was what happened in history or his story. My stories are a little bit more interesting, say the least. For example, looking at some things that are basically historic, also looking at things that are basically just downright dumb. Just downright dumb. Dumb. Okay? And I don't care how much intelligence motherfuckers on the bottom end think they got and so forth. We'll look at the top end and everything, and you find a middle. You find a middle ground. Right? You find a middle ground. Now, my middle ground here is the first story out of this, and I'm really wondering how people actually write their stories. Okay, I really do. All right, how can you be from one space? How do you wind up getting to the places that you get to? I mean, being a reporter does have a lot of certain amenities to report the news, which is why AP, Associated Press, is going to wind up being what is electronic news feeders. Let's check out the progress so far. So my first bit of fun bun news here. All right. And this is something that is basically indicative of the Trumposphere, as I would call it. It's circling the earth. So here we are. Belgian man convicted of sexism in a public space. Now that's a first. All right, so I'm thinking, is that my boy Malik? No. Alon Schreier of the New York Times, 17 hours ago, in Brussels, for the first time, a Belgian criminal court has convicted a man of sexism in a public place for verbally abusing a female police officer who tried to question him after he was seen jaywalking. Wow. Okay, so that case had nothing better else to do than to, like, stop a guy for jaywalking. Anyway, the man whose name was not disclosed, okay, so he was white, okay, was convicted of sexism, slander, and threatening a police officer and fined 3,000 euros or $3,725. Oh, damn, that's not bad. Oh, no, that's bad. That's not bad. I mean, $720, like a quarter or three-quarters, less than $1. It's funny. He did not appear in court, and he can appeal the conviction, but failure to pay the fine could land him in prison. Wow. You ain't got to go to court. It's funny. You can appeal the thing, but you got to go to show up to court. Or failure to pay will land you severely in prison. Fine. Shut your mouth. I don't talk to women. Being a police officer is not a job for women. The man told the female police officer during the arrest, according to Giles Blondieu, a spokesman for the public prosecutor's office. The officer arrested him and filed charges. Wow. So I guess saying fuck the police has a different, connotation, huh? Anyway, the Belgian parliament passed a law after a public outcry over a documentary called Femme de la Rue, or Woman in the Streets, which exposed the abuse that women faced on a daily basis in Brussels. Yes, Brussels, Belgium, prostitution. Now do we get it? Human trafficking, that sort of thing. But sexism, according to the laws, is defined, quote unquote, as a very genuine, as every gesture or deed that is clearly, quote unquote, meant to express contempt of a person based on sex, or considers a person inferior based on sex, or reduces a person solely to sexual dimension, and which gravely affects the dignity of that person as a result. Oh my God, do you know how many new wave ghetto hoe-headed motherfucking bitches out there do this shit all damn day, try to emasculate their men, and more importantly, think that they're the queen of their homes? Wow. This leads to an argument, people. If you're stuck with an agnostic bitch, they basically just hate you from the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed. They ain't got nothing good to say and so forth. Then why are you there? For the kids or for your sanity? Or for both? Or for some idyllic delusion that we're going to have what is known as a tax credit family. Didn't hurt. Violation of law can lead a person to a prison sentence up to 1 year and a fine up to 10,000 euros. The conviction took place in November and almost went entirely unnoticed until a legal magazine reported it recently. In the atmosphere charged by the quote-unquote Me Too movement, the verdict has now drawn extensive coverage in Belgium. What does that mean here? It means that we can take note of some of the more progressive things that other countries are out there basically doing to promote, equality and justice, and to rip away the fabrics of like racism in their countries. Which is good. Okay, but here we go. This is the reason why, initially they don't like to tell you the color of people. All right. This is that fake news part. Here we go. So, as the story goes, on June 16, 2016, a police officer on routine patrol saw the defendant, who was then 23, cross the street against the traffic light in Zaventem, a town outside Brussels. According to the court documents, when the officer tried to stop him for questioning, he fled, and the officers chased him on foot, finally catching up with him of a local annual fair. Okay, remember, from where this guy was running from to there was probably no more than maybe, say, 300 yards. But tell me, can you honestly run with your damn pants sagging next to your damn knees, especially in Brussels? No. Probably didn't get no further than 100 yards, wheezing. So during the arrest, the man claimed to be the victim of discrimination because of his dark skin color, Mr. Blondieu said. Over 30% of Belgium's 40,000 police officers are female, according to Sandra A spokeswoman for the Belgian Federal Police. It's not bad, considering. Female personnel are integrated in all services departments and ranks of the police. He said, oh my God, what the hell? But she is a white woman. Basically, with the law on her side. Okay? Now, unfortunately, you know, the mix of this whole thing. When I say mix loosely, the mix of this whole thing basically just lets you know that there is a fascist state. There's a fascism. I mean, if that had been a white dude, that had been a white dude in Belgium, somebody French or something like that, screaming and doing this and running away from the police and doing the exact same thing. Do you think it would have made much headlines? I don't think so. Do you think it would have made that much of a difference? As it doesn't make a difference here. So you guys don't know. All right, well, let me give you that story. Okay? And let me ask you this question. Does the difference of law in different countries happen to be a little bit more liberal, per se, as to human rights? Or is it pretty much like saying we're modeling things from the United States perspective? It was just we're not too stupid and arrogant to follow through on. Alas, I have been proven wrong. Washington Post, people. Hope you're taking notes. Amanda Erickson, 6 hours. Quote unquote, I am white. I can kill you and nothing will happen. A woman allegedly tells man she hit with a beer bomb. Okay, I don't know what prognosis of trying to make fantasy into reality, but y'all gotta stop this crap. All right, because if anything, why would you hit somebody over the head with a damn beer bomb? Because it looked like the thing to do in the movies, and it looks so cool. Just like my goddaughter setting apartment buildings on fire and walking away thinking it looked cool. There are no cameras on, dumbasses. All right, so here we go. Oh my goodness. This is even better. Quote unquote. Racist attack nearly left me without an eye. Actor Marcus Marcon posted on Twitter, racism will never defeat us, love, and love. Unquote. Marcon, who was born in Cameroon and is also known as Elton Prince, was referring to a Saturday assault in Madrid that left him bruised and bloody. Ooh, see how democracy teaches other races how to be racist. I love that. And according to a Facebook post by Marcon, the actor and his friends had stepped up to order coffee early Saturday when a couple approached him. And quote unquote, I don't want black people in this place or in front of me. The woman 33 reportedly said. Marcon wrote that he tried to de-escalate the situation, telling her, I will only be here for a moment and then I'm leaving. I don't have any interest in staying near you for long. Which was simple enough saying, bitch, get the fuck away from me. The woman then reportedly called him a black piece of shit. Then he asked her to calm down. He wrote she began attacking him with a glass bottle. She hit him twice in the head, as says Marcon, and causing a cut and other injuries that require 7 stitches and is nearly blind in one eye. Okay, now, when I say exceptional racist entitlement, fascism, or just plain, just the plain, stereotypical, white and black shit. I'm gonna sum this up for you. As in the title of this story, this is what this woman says. I'm white, I can kill you, and nothing will happen. Okay, let's go back a couple of years when I'm a cop, I'm white, I will kill you, and nothing will happen. Ooh. See, people don't get it. People don't get it. When you take a rock and you throw it in the middle of the pond and the waves start moving and everything, that means what you throw into the water will come back to you. What you reap shall you sow. Now, for the ignorance of this entire post and so forth, it's simple. White women have lost their damn mind, okay? Especially fascist ones. They'll be, dispatched, by their own means. I won't even have to lay a hand on because I deliver verbal abuse to idiocy of such nature. Okay. Now, the owners of the restaurant intervened to call the police. When authorities arrived, they detained the woman but released her after she gave a statement. The Spanish Immigration and Refugee Support Network had urged Madrid prosecutors to investigate the incident as a hate crime. Okay. Now, pretty much damn near, roughly around 650, neo-Nazi, white area resistance, whatever you want to call it, hate centers in the United States. And this guy just got attacked by one that was completely amoebic. I'm sorry. There are a million people of African origin that live in Spain, and many say racism is a near daily reality. Okay. What hurts about racism is that some people basically try to, keep it as overt as possible. In the United States and so forth, racism is delivered on such a smooth and slick platter. In many cases, most of y'all don't even know what the hell's being said to you in front of you. And you got this stupid look on your face 3 days later. Love that parallax effect. Love that in the human strata. Anyway, it seems that when, we put, cheeseburger in office, it seemed that every nationalistic, fascist undercurrent swooped up underneath democracy and hitched a ride through who has rights over who. Okay? Members of the black community in Spain reported being told such things as, go back to your country, I don't rent apartments to people like you, if you shower, do you lose your color, and your cousins are monkeys. So I guess they were like holding on to all of this until America finally got passed in like Black History Month. I guess that's what the reason were for holding on to the damn information like that. I don't know, but I'm taking a hypothetical guess. I mean, I implore your comment. Do you think racism and nationalism and fascism are a three-headed hydra that are basically making the economy move? What about your economy? You think about it. Ktng 860 AM people, we dig a little bit deeper in your thought, try and break out some laughter, because obviously there are certain places that espouse white democracy, but practice, nationalistic fascism at a wholesale level. They do. Okay, check this out. Spain still lacks anti-discrimination laws, and last week the Council of Europe urged the nation to create an independent anti-racism body. It is the only one of 2 European countries, the other being San Marino, without an agency devoted to tackling racism. Cultural sensitivity. The understanding that the Moors whooped your ass. Okay? Come on, man. Come on. There's some beautiful women in Spain. And I'd say about 30% of them are prostitutes. And let's say about 20% of them are not even real. But, everybody loves them. I think people like out of Spain and so forth is throwing tomatoes in. Actually, no, that's Italy. So the only thing that people like out of Spain and so forth when you're visiting is the running of the bulls. And I'm not ready to get ran over bullshit. Sorry, it just ain't happening. Okay, so therefore, if we have instituted such a hypocrisy to what we call global racism, it would have to start from the point of propaganda during those wars, like Vietnam, World War I, II, Korea, and in every war where propaganda against the black man, okay, has basically I would say more or less that when you have propaganda, racist propaganda, and then you have propaganda against the one that divides and conquers, you're missing the point. See, when black troops found themselves in Germany, they were offered a chance to join and basically just leave the military, the United States Army, or wherever they have you, because they were not fighting for their freedoms. Now, some of them may have like regretted that decision, and some may have not. They went down. We fought for to stop evil and hatred on this planet in World War II and and everything else. I'm like, yeah, that's all good for you. Okay, now let me ask you something. Did your ancestors do anything politically to change the racial structure of this freaking country at all? No. That was a simple answer. My question here, again, okay, is how many other countries around the world are practicing the racist democracy that this country projects? Propaganda against people of color has spread all over the freaking world, especially against the black man. So tell me, if I were to leave here today and find myself somewhere in, say, I don't know, take a rough guess, Bosnia. And the Bosnian people don't like American blacks and decide to push your ass over the train when the train is running. That's what happened to one of my friends named Big Mike. He left out of here, left out of the United States, went overseas. And somebody basically, because he was gay, pushed him in front of a train and he got killed. Just like that. Because he was black. And here we go with the third story that equals that. OC college professor accused of racism in street encounter caught on viral video. Okay, Miracle El Rey, where were you? All right. Okay. Priscilla Vega, good job, Priscilla. Los Angeles Times Coast Community College District officials said Monday they were reviewing on how to proceed after a professor at West College in Huntington Beach was identified in a video telling a Long Beach couple to, quote unquote, go back to your home country. How many want to sit there and say, go back to Mexico, go back to Africa? How about go back to Yugoslavia? Take Melania with you with her dumb ass. All right? We are very aware the community has deep concerns, and we're not going to let this die, said district spokeswoman Letitia Clark. We're looking past interactions with students and staff to see if it relates to the comments made on the video. The video was posted Thursday on Facebook by Tony Cowell, who wrote that he and his wife and daughter encountered a bigot and a racist today in our neighborhood in Long Beach while taking a walk. Wow. You gotta get Cheeseburger a round of applause for that, because who else is gonna bring up the raw intensity of their racist motivations straight out to you than Cheeseburger? Look what this man has done. He has successfully fucked up this country. And y'all loving it. But y'all all falling behind his racist rhetoric as well. Okay? The blind leading the blind, or basically the blind falling behind the stupid. That's what killed me. That's what just makes me, just laugh. It makes me laugh because if you're stupid enough to follow behind the victim of a racist, you are really, really stupid. So the clip went viral over the weekend, and commenters identified the woman involved in the clash. This is a woman. Okay, okay, we have one story today about sexism, okay, against women. Then we got two stories of racism involving white women. What does that tell you, people? What's happening in the home of a lot of these kids who grow up to be terrorists, homeland security problem terrorists, who walk around and shoot up schools? Okay? And ask yourself that question. What happens when you have, a racist mom and a racist dad raising the apple that don't fall far from the tree and think that their ideology of humanity is the basis for their core values of life? Yeah. That's looking at the Bible, they took the land. Same thing that happened to you Indians, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, think about it. So the video was posted Thursday, and the clip went viral, and comments identified the woman involved in the clash as Taryn Olson, a professor and counselor at Golden West. As of Monday, the video had more than 444,000 views. The 29-second video, which starts mid-conversation, briefly shows the woman's face before she begins walking away from the couple once she realizes she's being recorded. I want to tell everybody why you told us to go back to our country, Cal says in the video. You need to go back to your country, the woman replied as she kept walking. And what does that mean, Kyle responds, telling her that he and his wife were born and raised in the United States. In Swahili, we say, oops. Okay, so have your wife turn your phone off and I'll talk to you, the woman says. Kyle wrote the woman's comments were completely unprovoked. So in other words, she basically was like, you know, as they would say, on dumb shit. Right? And needless to say, now I have to question the fact of like saying, well, what would happen if either Ellen or Oprah Winfrey ran for president? Now, you know Ellen is not going to run. Okay. You know Ellen is not going to run because she's way too ridiculous for that. She wouldn't even know what to do. To be honest, she would not know what to do. Now, Oprah, on the other hand, she probably would go through and try and become president. But here's the thing, people. I've just read you 3 stories of how bad it is with racism under the tongue of a woman's mouth. Okay? Now, because they don't have any anti-discrimination laws in Spain, because they don't have any cultural sensitivity in OC, and most importantly, because you still have the linchpin in all this crap, you know, Mr. I grabbed them by the pussy, Mr. Sexist himself, cheeseburger. So, needless to say, also says in emails to Times Community News, she was not in a good place emotionally after receiving so many disgusting emails for something that wasn't even racist, and was then skewed by a guy named Tony who filmed me without my permission. So Olsen, Miss Olsen, let me do this before we get to the break here. First and foremost, your head and your mouth don't work. Okay? Because what's in your heart basically defines the truth of what you say. Saying, do you understand me? No, I do not use acronyms that make me sound like a dada man. Okay, y'all know what my definition of dada man is. All right, all right. So I'll let you guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. This is just madness here. Okay, but check this out. Check this out. We are at the halfway point here. And I want you guys to know that this is the KTNG Morning Show where we discuss the news in a different way. We pick through what people write. We pick through what people say. We pick through what people do and say la-di-da. I guess you guys are basically just not really, you know, as authentic as you claim yourselves to be. Now, there's only one person that's really authentic in my mind. That's Maria Villarreal of the Latino Chamber of Commerce, who makes the best pozole in Compton. So, check this out. It's a massive era here. It's a massive era. What the hell happened? Oh, great. Now my software is now taking a dive, but the station is not a bitch. Anyway, this is KTNG 860 AM. We're at the halfway point here. Subscribe, like, and follow us throughout 2018 on Facebook and YouTube as we broadcast the news that we think 9 times out of 10 should have a better commentary to it or a better analysis. And that's what I do. I do analysis on the news and I put as much fun into it as possible because we're stupid enough to do it any damn way. And we don't learn to leave well enough alone. But, okay, ignorance is as ignorant does. I just sit back and watch and just like laugh later because if I were to intervene, okay, instead of signify on shit, if I were to intervene, there'd be a whole lot of shit to be stopped. But no, I allow those thoughts to transfer. I allow the transference of my thoughts to you. So this way you can form your own opinions, your own ideology, and most importantly, not try to get caught. DJ Sucker Punch says, save your nuts. Kung Fu Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12. And of course, lots of crazy documentaries, audio docs as we call them, concerts, and other goofy things that I do here as far as like livening up the community for Colorado Springs. But more importantly, to work with youth that are able to actually do this. So, needless to say, we're going to be moving and grooving here. We just got a few things to do, which is wait for our tax refund. I file my taxes just like anybody else. I got to file my 990s and whatnot before July gets here. Well, that's definitely going to happen. I might well do that today. since I already paid my taxes. Yeah, I'm a taxpaying citizen. I'm a taxpaying American. That's what I am. That's what I am. But I only do that because, you know, if I had dependents and everything, I could like basically, you know, rig a lot of the taxes and a lot of tax codes. Study those tax codes, people. You might get over it. And of course, needless to say, this is the middle of the Ktng Morning Show. I am your host, the Grits Man, and you are now sitting through what is known as a tirade. Or well, social tirade, really. I mean, I'm just looking at things and pointing facts to them. And having fun doing it. You know what I mean? Everybody could use a little satire in the morning. Everybody. Okay, so here we go. You know, it's like very, very interesting. It's a very interesting that no matter how long the story is and so forth, okay, you know, it's about time that when you are insulted, okay, when you are insulted or you feel that you are being insulted, question the insulter. Those who basically sit up and question and you know, basically they question what it is to be superior in their own mind. I mean what? You watch TV all damn day and guess what? You see a lot of white faces. You don't see brown faces. You see browns on the side, you see blacks on the side, you see Asians basically just almost near that lead actor and lead actress role, which white people don't like. For real. You don't think so? What was the response in the Star Wars trilogy when Homeboy took off his helmet in the damn desert? There's no such thing as a black Jedi! And you wonder why Black Panther did so well in the movie theaters. How do we say this? You've been sucker punched. Anyway, it's kind of nasty though, man. It's kind of nasty. I even got something even nastier than that. But needless to say, not all, you know, people are bad. Some people are good. And some people are just plain stupid. Okay? All right, so how about this with stupidity? All right, U.S. Justice Department. Now we're going on a whole bigger level of racism here. The U.S. Justice Department sues California over sanctuary policies. Not being because they're a sanctuary city, but because of sanctuary policies. Now, for all the rest of those states that are... I'm just looking at the picture to make sure there's nobody there that I know. Okay. You know, ICE California. That's a good start. But I'm looking at this, just the title of the article, which is like submitted by Reuters 10 hours ago. U.S. Justice Department sues California over sanctuary policy. Which is Justice Department basically being bullied. Okay, you have to understand, people, that when it comes to politics, and we don't do our due diligence when it comes to lobbying, following up, or imposing our will as people against the freaking government, then there's something wrong. We are lethargic. We are totally freaking negligent on that end. And we continue to be marred by the distractions of our lives because we're not focusing on who's screwing us. We call that a double bag. You put a bag over your head and you put a bag and then you put a bag on. So this way you don't even know what they're doing to you. And we live in this existence on a day-to-day freaking basis. We'd rather spend time in illusion and fantasy than we spend in reality. And when we see reality and so forth in front of us, we don't know how to respond. How's this? The United States Justice Department sued the state of California over so-called quote-unquote sanctuary policies that try to protect illegal immigrants against deportation, ramping up a confrontation over whether local police should enforce federal law. As a matter of fact, they can't. They can hold immigrants in jail indefinitely. This was passed down by the United States Supreme Court not more than 2 weeks ago. But no, I'm too busy. I didn't realize. That's part one of it. Okay. Now, The issue of illegal immigrants has become increasingly heated since Cheeseburger became president. Your Jefe, the bloated protest, the commander in stale beef, said last year and signaled that he would plan a target for a wider swath of people for deportation. Never mind those who are here legally and get caught in a dragnet. As a matter of fact, I'm going to find that song, Dragnet, and play today. Cheeseburger's Attorney General Jeff Sessions has made combating illegal immigration one of his top priorities since taking over the helm of the Justice Department in as of February 2017. A key part of that effort involves down on primarily Democratic-owned cities and states and illegal immigrant. Franklin, good morning. Ernest Franklin, I'll say good morning already. And one of the things that really disturbs me here, or disturbs our newscast, not me personally, but disturbs our newscast, is that we see this as an expectancy to fascism riding roughshod through our constitution, as well as our civil justice. Human rights, whatever happened to human rights? I guess that gets thrown up because we commit so much human rights violations in this damn country. We're not even taking a trial or tariff or anything of that nature.